What's good, y'all, and welcome to my review for Knuckles. Finally watched the fucking show, man. Sorry's review took so long. I've been busy with, of course, Backlash, Hiroaka's return, and all that jazz. Took me a minute to finally sit down, watch the entire show, but we are finally here, ladies and gentlemen. And overall, man, I really enjoyed this one. I really enjoyed this one. I overall had a blast watching Knuckles, which I was kind of curious to see how it was really going into it, because I saw a lot of people, like my man Platinum, and a few other people saying like they were not really that big on Knuckles. They didn't like it. They thought they meant a lot. The main criticism was always that like Knuckles barely had any screen time, man. He was a side character in his own show, and we'll talk about that in a minute as we get to those parts of the episodes once we get it further on into the review. But overall, I had a blast watching the show, man. But I can definitely see why maybe a lot of people were not too high on the Knuckles series. And I am a little worried about what this, considering how much the human characters do focus on the Knuckles TV show. It does make me wonder what's going to happen with Sonic 3, if this is going to be continuing on to Sonic 3, where the human characters are going to get the main focus of it. Sonic 3, you can make the excuse for that one, because of course there's a lot of major plot elements with that, with Shadow, and of course, Maria and all that jazz, man. So it would make a bit more sense for that one, for Sonic 3 to maybe be a little bit more human focus compared to the Knuckles show, but hopefully they can work that balancing act pretty well in Sonic 3 whenever that comes out. But overall, I really enjoy the show, man. So let's just jump right in. So the show stars Ben Schwartz in like a one episode cameo, man. He is not in the movie that long. Of course, Idris Elba, Adam Pally, Ellie Taylor, Roy McCann, and many more. And the plot of Knuckles is Knuckles the Echidna Tree teaches Deputy Wade Whipple the techniques of an Echidna warrior. Now, first of all, the cast is great. Idris Elba, once again, is perfect, man. This man is perfect as Knuckles, man. He's incredible, man. Like, he is just brilliant in this show, man. Out of all the casting from the main Sonic characters that have been cast so far, man, Idris Elba was, like, definitely the best one, man. I mean, Keanu's probably going to be fantastic as well for Shadow, but we haven't got anything for Sonic 3 yet, so that's still kind of in the up to the air. But, like, he is perfect, man. He is just so damn good as Knuckles, man, and he is just brilliant in the role, man. I hope we see more of him in Sonic 3 and future Sonic film projects, whatever you want to call this. Adam Pally as Wade Whipple, he was great as well. Of the rest of the cast was overall really great as well. But I will say, I am curious about one guy in particular. Cary Elwes, I don't even pronounce his last name, as Pete Whipple, Pistol Pete, as Pistol Pete. I do wonder if maybe this dude was originally meant to be like the showrunners or whoever was running the show was originally hoping they could get Neil Patrick Harris to play, because I don't know, his look, his mannerisms, and how he just carries his character, how Pete carries himself, feels very in line with the character that I could never see Neil Patrick Harris playing. So like I said, it does make me wonder, maybe originally they were going to have him play this role, but maybe they couldn't, but he wasn't interested in, or something else happened, so they ended up switching actors, because like, I don't know, it felt like a very Neil Patrick Harris type character that I could have definitely seen him playing this character, man. I don't know, it could just be me, man, but that was definitely something that was on my mind while I was watching this. I was wondering if that was really supposed to be Neil Patrick Harris playing that guy, man. But he was great regardless, man. And the CGI the CGI is once again great for Knuckles, man. He looks great, man. The intro is fantastic as well, man. I really like what they did with the intro, man, with like the whole CD covers thing. I thought that was a really nice touch, man. And those supporting characters was pretty cool. I overall enjoyed the story of this show, man, which I can definitely see why some people might not have been into this, because of course it's mostly focused on Wade Whipple and him dealing with, and him trying to get reunited with his father through a bowling tournament. And, I can see why some people are not. I personally had a blast watching it. I found the story very engaging and very entertaining to watch, as we see him trying to, like, save Knuckles from, like, the two schmucks that are trying to, like, once again use Knuckles' powers for evil and all that jazz, man. But I found it very hilarious, and once again, Adam did an amazing job playing him, man. I overall had a blast with it. Like I said, I really enjoyed the story. So, like, with the show being more focused on his story, like I said, I jokingly called this on Twitter. If you guys follow me on Twitter, my review was called Wade Whipple and Knuckles, obviously a reference to Sonic 3 and Knuckles, because that's kind of what the show was. It was definitely, it felt like more of Wade Whipple, show, with Knuckles being a supporting character kind of thing, man. But I overall did enjoy the plot, and I did enjoy the story of him trying to reunite with his father. And Adam did an amazing job portraying Wade, so I had a blast watching him go. So I didn't really mind it that much. Especially the music. They do like a musical number in episode 4, which was just brilliant, man. Like I was just laughing like crazy on that one, man. The fights are also really great as well, man. There's this really funny one where after Knuckles gets kidnapped, that was pretty funny with Wade, as he has like this vision of how he thinks the break-in to get Knuckles out there goes, and it's really fucking funny. But yeah, there's a lot of great moments out there. Like Knuckles is also like meditating, and he's like fantasizing of all the different ways to kill these people and break their bones. You also got him going off about tribal combat, turning the living room of Sonic's place into a warrior's den into like a coliseum for battles. With like he got his own throne and everything, man. But yeah, man, like the comedy, like you guys can get the comedy for the show was great as well, man. I was laughing like crazy, man. I was thoroughly enjoying the show. Now let's get into the main criticism of the show, which is something I would definitely kind of agree with, is that Knuckles doesn't have enough screen time and he's a supporting character in his own show. Well, I would say also Wade's family members, his mom and his sister, man, both of them were fantastic. Although I got something to say about his sister Wendy, man. I got something to say about that, but we'll talk about that in a second. But his mom, Wendy, man, she was awesome, man. Shout out to her. But anyway, I think for the first 3 episodes, they did a good job balancing out the human characters as opposed to like Sonic, Knuckles, etc. But once we get to like episode 4 to the rest of the series, it definitely does feel like it becomes the Wade Whipple show with Knuckles as a supporting character. Like we got the musical number, him getting kidnapped because of a bounty, you know, the whole fight he has there, the bowling match itself. It definitely feels like they put way more focus on him as opposed to Knuckles in the last 3 episodes of the season, which is definitely an issue, man. And like I said, makes me wonder what this could mean for the future of the Sonic movies. If this is going to be the same with Sonic 3, or it's going to be most focused on the humans as opposed to like, you know, Sonic and his crew, man. But I guess we'll have to wait and see on that. But I will say one other thing, bro. Yo, man's sister, Wanda, bro, like, this woman is a fucking bitch because we clearly see that these two don't like to, like, there's obviously, you know, that sibling rivalry thing. They like mess with each other. They squabble together, you know, they argue, typical stuff, but we see from Sil. But like, bro, this chick is straight up abusive, and it's played for laughs because this woman straight up stabs him with a fucking fork. And this woman is also incredibly toxic, man, because she's this big, bad FBI agent. And then, when around the end of it was episode 6, he tries to rescue them while Knuckles is fighting the 2 other goons. She's like, no, I won't let you rescue me. And she's like, no, I'm gonna do the FBI thing of dislocating my thumb to get me out of the cuffs. And I'm like, woman, what's wrong with you? Like, bro, let that one, bro. I don't know, and I liked how the show kind of knows this, because when the guys start threatening his family, one of them puts his gun at his sister. He's like, okay, I can live with that. Kill her. I was like, yes, bro, kill her. She is very toxic, bro, and very, very abusive. My God, bro, like, what kind of sister is this? But yeah, man, that's about my only thing I would have to say to negative, bro. His sister is very abusive, and it's kind of played for laughs a little bit. And them focusing way more on Wade as opposed to Knuckles in his own show in the latter half of the series with the last 3 episodes. But yeah, man, besides that, I had a great time, and if you've been enjoying the Sonic movies up to this point, I think you might, and you haven't seen Knuckles yet, give it a watch. I think you might actually end up enjoying it, man. And yeah, overall, my final verdict for this show is going to be an 8 out of 10, guys. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new, follow me on social if you feel like it, links across below, and it's always matter for more. See you guys next time.